Hello, my friends. Kristen from Whole Family Health Food here. Okay, no conversation about stress and anxiety would be complete unless we address the sleep. Sleep gets so disrupted when we are feeling anxious and stressed out, and mostly because our nervous system gets stuck in that fight or flight mode. And so what we need is for it to come down into that rest and relaxation and recharge and rejuvenation mode. It's really, really hard when we're just wound up and constantly in that anxious, nervous, panicked, mind racing state. So what can we do to support better sleep? I love bedtime routines, and they don't have to be elaborate. They can be super simple, but just simple little things that are done in a particular consecutive order over and over that prepare you for that bedtime can start to cue your physical body to drop down into that more relaxed state so that it encourages restful sleep. What can we use to help cue our body and help encourage that restful sleep? Use your senses. So I love to use all of my senses when I'm preparing for sleep. I have a cup of tea, so that's my sense of taste. I have the same cup of tea every evening about an hour before bed. That starts to get me into the routine. I love aromatherapy. I love essential oils. That is an amazing way to use our sense of smell and scent to, again, create relaxation and start to give our body and our nervous system the message that you are safe and it is time to start to drop down into the rest and recharge state versus that fight or flight state. So whatever routine that you can come up with that uses taste, scent. I love to also use sound. I find that a short guided meditation, being able to focus on a voice, really helps me get the monkey mind under control, because if I'm just laying there in silence, like staring at the ceiling, then that I start to wind myself up. It's counterproductive to what I'm trying to accomplish. So if there's a sound that you love, if it's white noise, if it's ocean waves, if it's a guided meditation, if it's like whatever kind of music you like, put that on softly, because again, the sounds that you hear, the scents you take in, all of these things are going to start to create sensory cues to help your nervous system drop into that space where it is able to access, rest and recovery. And that's what we want to do. We cannot flip a switch and go from constant on mode to just like off. I wish it was that easy, but it's typically not. So if you are mindful of caffeine, keeping that earlier in the day so that it's not potentially disrupting your sleep cycle in the evening. If you are looking for a few sensory ways to trigger your nervous system and remind it that it is safe and that it is okay for you to drop into this more quiet, relaxed, rejuvenating space, then perfect. If you're still finding that you're struggling, then there are some great natural health products for sleep. And what I love about natural health products for this particular issue is that they are non-habit forming. So you can use them when you need to, and you can stop when you don't. A lot of times it really just is about encouraging your body to reestablish that rhythm and reestablish that sense of safety and security. And so it can be really tricky with medication sometimes to start and stop as you need to, whereas with natural health products, you have that option. So one of my favorites is this guy here. Tranquil Sleep is a chewable tablet. I like it because it's chewable. I don't need to drink a whole bunch of water right before bed, because otherwise I will wake up in 2 hours to have to pee. So love the chewable option here. Tranquil Sleep is a combination of theanine, that amino acid that quiets the racing thoughts, a little bit of melatonin, and a tiny bit of 5-HTP. So if 5-HTP is contraindicated for you, please reach out and we can give you some other options that do not have that. But But magnesium is a great option. Theanine's a great option. Any of those calming herbs like lemon balm, passion flower, very soothing for the nervous system, can really help encourage you into a restful, recuperative sleep. Sleep is a non-negotiable, guys, especially if you're really feeling like you're in that burnout phase and we're trying to rebuild you back from that. It just cannot happen if you are not sleeping. So, you'll feel like one step forward, one step back. So we must address the sleep. If this is a challenge for you, please reach out and we can match you up with the most appropriate support for your needs and what you've tried and what you're struggling with. I don't always recommend that you just jack up your melatonin dose, because that is rarely effective. If a little bit of melatonin is not doing anything for you, then just taking melatonin in a huge amount without any other support is not likely to really have a hugely positive influence on your sleep. So let's talk about it, talk it through what you've done and where you're struggling, and we'll make sure that you get matched up with the perfect resource. I hope you found this conversation useful, guys, and empowering. I want you to know that if you're struggling with anxiety, stress, low mood, insomnia, there are so many tools and so much support for you. So please reach out. Do not struggle alone. We have got you. Okay? We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.